to see the location of the chosen file. So I have added this text box. I will change its name. So text box image path here, and then I will just copy this variable of text box and paste it here in your open file dialog. So just double click it. We have seen how to write the code for this load image. Go there, go inside this if condition where you have added your picture box dot location, and in between this you write this dot text is equal to this string. So because later on we are going to use this path, that's why I am copying this path into this text box also. So once again, for example, username and password, and when I choose some image, it will copy the path of that image also in this text box. So we will use this path later. Now once again go to this save button, and on the top, before you have declared your connection, on the top of your code just write, we will write some code, but before that we need to import some files. So just go above where your all using files are there, and we will include a new using system.io. Okay, and close it. So import this, import, and now just go to your save file, and in here we will write the code. So in here write this code. These 4 lines we need to write. So what are these lines? First is a byte array which we will need to hold the picture of our chosen path. So just declare byte and array, give it any variable name, in my case image bt for image byte is equal to null, and then declare file stream fs stream is equal to new file stream, and in the first place write the path of the file. So write this dot your text box name which contains the path, which is this text box, and then dot text, and after that comma file mode dot open comma file access dot read. So write this, and then in the next line write binary reader br is equal to new my binary reader, and copy this variable file stream variable and paste it here, and in the next line just copy this variable, paste it here, is equal to br, which is this variable, dot read bytes, and in the bracket int bracket, and this file stream variable dot length. So write these 4 lines to hold the image and read the bytes. Okay, now below is the connection code, and in here we are passing the query for inserting the data into the database. So in the 6th video I have shown you how to write a query to insert the data into the database. So here we have insert into data dot edata, which is, this is the database name dot table name, and in the bracket these are the column names of the which are there in the database. So employee ID, name, surname, age, gender, and date of birth. And now we are going to include one more column there. So go to project, and here we are going to add image column. Okay, so here write image and then space values, and in the bracket we have passed the values of this EID from this, name from this text box, surname from this. So this you all know from previous code. So just go at the last of this bracket, and we are going to include one more data which is contained by our picture box, or whose path we have copied in the image byte variable. Okay, so give a comma before this bracket closes, and we are going to include one more parameter here. So after the comma write this @img. This is the variable name for the image we are going to pass in place of this parameter. So for now write this @img, and we are going to pass the parameter in place of this image. Okay, so write this, and then when you see in the code, we have already written the code for saving the data. So this is the command, connection command, and this is the SQL reader, MySQL reader. So go there, and here after this con database, which is this variable dot open, here we are going to write some code. So in here we will write this line of code. Okay, so from the 6th video you know what are these commands and codes. So just copy your this MySQL connection variable con database and paste it here, dot parameters dot add, and in the bracket write new MySQL parameter, and in the bracket write @img, which you have written above, and comma this image bt, which is this byte array variable. Okay, and this @img we have written here in our query. So this is the same @img I'm writing here. Okay, so just after your connection is open, just pass this variable and all the code will remain same. Okay, so we have written this code for converting our image into binary, and we have added this image into one more column image into our query, and this we have added in our query at the last, and we have added this line of code. And now let's try and run the code. So username and password, and for example I select an image which is a PNG image. So this image and path is already there, and if you see in the database I have till now 12 entries here. So now I'm going to add the 13th entry. Jack this is the 13th entry first of all, and then any surname, age, he is a male, his date of birth somewhere in 70s. okay, and I will press this save button and my data is saved, including this image. So because this path we have passed in our image byte variable, so it will convert this image into byte and our data is saved now. So let's check it in the database. So right now we have 12, and when we are going to refresh this database, you will be able to see the 13th entry. So refresh and you can see the 13th entry, and this is more interesting to us. In the image column there is a blob variable added. This blob variable, or this blob data, contains our image. So if you see blob here, you know that this is having your image. So in this way you can save the image into the database. In the next video I will show you how to retrieve that image from the database and show it once again into the picture box. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.